Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to our early afternoon update. I'm Victoria Holmes here in the digital studio. We're starting off with an election update. North Carolina State Board of Elections is certifying nearly all the results of the November 3rd election. The board is excluding a few races in the recount stage, including the contest for Chief Justice of the State Supreme Court. We'll keep you updated here at WNCT.com. It is Turkey Week, and I know some of y'all are starting your holiday cooking ahead of time. Jacksonville firefighters have some safety reminders for this week. I personally relate to this story because I started experimenting with some foods and ended up burning some buckwheat. I left the stove on and just left it in the kitchen while I was folding some clothes, and then I started to smell the smoke. Well, anyways, according to the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, Thanksgiving is the leading day of the year for home fires involving cooking equipment, more than 3 times the average day. Firefighters have about 20 tips they offer, but here are just a few. The steam or splash from vegetables, gravy, or coffee can cause serious burns. Be sure cords from an electric knife, coffee maker, plate warmer, or mixer are not dangling off the counter within easy reach of the children. Keep matches and utility lighters out of the reach of children, preferably high up in a locked cabinet. Oh, and here's another good one. If you're frying up some turkeys, never use a turkey fryer indoors. Fry your turkey outside, away from buildings and anything that might catch fire. Keep children and pets away while frying. For the full list, visit WNCT.com. The city of New Bern is getting a grant from the National Fish and Wildlife Federation. The money comes from the National Coastal Resilience Fund and will be used to create a resiliency and hazard mitigation plan. That means the city will use the cash to identify specific areas near the Trent and Neuse rivers that are prone to flooding. Grant money will also be used in some neighborhoods, like the Greater Duffield and Greater Five Points, as well as the Riverside and Downtown Historic Districts, which are listed on the National Register of Historic Properties. Officials from the North Carolina Department of Transportation are awarding grants for safety and airfield improvements to 5 North Carolina airports. The $6.6 million award will help airports increase capacity, attract new jobs and businesses, and improve the safety of the pilots and passengers. For more details on the grants and how they will be used, visit WNCT.com. Hospital workers are expected to be short-staffed at nearly 10% of North Carolina's hospitals this week. 7 of the 127 hospitals that responded to a state survey say they are currently dealing with a shortage of staff, with another 3 anticipating more shortages within the week. Health officials want you to keep this in mind ahead of the holidays. Reports show that small, seemingly safe gatherings have been among the drivers of the recent spread. Leaders are asking people to cut holiday travel and spend Thanksgiving at home. With vaccine candidates in trial, there is hope for a way out of this pandemic, but people need to stay safe and cautious, especially this winter. When we come back, how to cut your own Christmas tree for the holiday season. But first, a weather update from your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
Tuesday, everybody. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko, reporting from the WNCT studios and the First Alert Weather Center on what has been a sunny and gorgeous Tuesday thus far. But things are about to change for your midweek forecast. The rest of today will display lots of sunshine and cool temperatures in the mid-50s. Winds will also start to relax out of the north as we go into the evening and overnight, and those winds will eventually switch out of the south for your midweek forecast. Wednesday will start the day with some partly to mostly cloudy skies. Then we'll enter some isolated showers into the mix for the afternoon, evening, and overnight. It's all ahead of a cold front that will continue to develop across the central plains by Wednesday. It'll advance into eastern North Carolina just in time for Thanksgiving, unfortunately. Thanksgiving looking a little unsettled with scattered showers and storms likely, but it will not be a complete washout for any holiday plans. Do be sure to download that free First Alert weather app to track all the changes to your local forecast, and also that tropical forecast too, now that we are nearing the end of hurricane season. Your 7-day inland forecast calling for those isolated showers to return on Wednesday, More widespread showers and storms will be likely on Thursday, but again, not a complete washout, with the bulk of that moisture on Thanksgiving Day moving through during the first half of the day, with clearing and drying by the second half of your Thanksgiving forecast. Friday, it's going to be drier, but clouds will still linger. We'll call it partly to mostly cloudy to wrap up the work week and Black Friday. Saturday and Sunday going to be wishy-washy as a new storm system develops across the southern plains and then advances into eastern North Carolina Sunday night into Monday. We could be talking about some heavier rainfall and even some stronger storms by that point in time. Make it a terrific rest of your Tuesday. Enjoy the weather, take in that fresh air, because it's not going to last for long. Those showers and storms will return as early as tomorrow. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasylenko. Cheers, everybody.
Now, here is a fun story. If you haven't purchased a Christmas tree yet, you might want to consider cutting your own. It helps the environment and is a fun holiday-themed activity. Another plus, it could be a good workout. The North Carolina Christmas Tree Association lists some 40 Christmas tree growers who invite visitors to their farms to choose and cut the perfect tree. North Carolina Farm Fresh and the Eastern North Carolina Christmas Tree Growers Association also offer great information about where to find trees in the mountains, central region, and on the coast. Here's another fun fact. North Carolina is the second largest producer of Christmas trees in the U.S. Thank you for tuning in to our early afternoon update. I'm Victoria Holmes here in the digital studio.